Hey guys, it's TK. Today I'm going to cover for you a module that enables you to unhide a feature that was initially meant for debugging, and it's called the App Ops. And that feature has been available ever since Android 4.3 and later, but 4.4.2 did a little bit of a trick where it actually embedded it even deeper within the UI, so it's harder to get access to. Let's check it out. Eagle.com posted an article on the XDA portal referencing a module that was put together by XDA Forum Member caspase. Now, the module itself enables you to actually have access to the App Ops feature that was put into Android 4.3 and later by Google, but the feature was initially intended for developers, so access to it was always kind of hard. You had to get a launcher or different things. The Xposed module here provides a better way of integrating it into your system and being able to actually access it simply as going into your Settings tab. If we open up the thread, we'll see a little bit more explanation, but the main features here is that we're up to version 1.5 with better Samsung compatibility. Download and install the module on the Xposed installer. We'll go ahead and open up the installer itself. It's actually under the modules. Just download and install App Ops Xposed. It says 1.4, but the version on the XDA thread says it's 1.5. Depending on, I guess, where it is downloading, it may be different. If you download and install that, turn it on, there is no way of accessing it within the Xposed module, because the main benefit of this Xposed module itself is that you can access it within the Settings tab. So it modifies the Settings tab to add itself under the Personal tab. So if you go under here, you normally don't have the ability to access App Ops. You'll click that, and then it goes in and turns itself on, and it sorts by location, personal, messaging, and then device. The main feature here obviously is it gives you the ability to understand is when the feature was last used, what did it use, and you're able to control what permissions the different applications have. An example will be is, let's go into Chrome. We'll notice that Chrome requires location, modification to the clipboard, read clipboard, post notification, as well as camera and record audio. But it's never recorded audio, it's never accessed my camera, and I'd like to keep it that way. I don't like Chrome for some reason having access to my camera for no reason. Of course, this is depending on sites, so if you do go to sites that require this feature within Chrome, Chrome will have access problems, and then you won't be able to run this. So be very mindful of what you're doing and what permissions you're revoking, but some of them don't make sense, and you're right. The other thing is it also gives you the ability to see here when was the last feature was used. So we notice here that Chrome had the ability to post notification on October 17th, which was the last time it did for me. It read my clipboard on November 3rd, and it modified my clipboard 8 hours ago, which means I copied something to the, to the clipboard from a text field. And location services 8 hours ago. So overall, very nice, very useful. It does break it into different sections. Personal, which means access to personal information. So we go under Skype. And Skype does have a requirement for different things, obviously contact, modifying contacts, post notification, call phone, all different things. Now, it depends on what you're using and what you want to give it access to. You need to, obviously, camera needs to be in there because without the camera, Skype wouldn't work. It's a video chatting program, so don't disable camera on a program that needs it. So be very mindful, very useful. I like this, and I like the way it was integrated into the operating system itself. Now, this is Nexus 7 running a stock ROM. Well, it's a stock rooted ROM, but still running stock Samsung or some customized version of Android. Here we have Android 4.3 running on the Node 3. So the best feature here essentially is, again, same thing. You download and install it. We're not going to cover how to download and install it. If we go into the Settings tab, here we have two things. It's not only a custom version of Android, it also is a custom version of the Settings application because it's page-based. So you have connections, device control, and general. Under the General tab, all the way at the bottom, we have an option now called App Ops. So this module will not only actually enables you to install it, but it also adds it into the TouchWiz-based version. And it's the same thing. We have location, personal, messaging, and device, and it'll scan, and you're able to open everything. You want to go in here and then access it and see what it's doing, but you can go in there and customize different things. At first glance, you'll notice that the module doesn't really do that much outside of just basically enable a feature. Now, you can say, yes, there's multiple ways of doing this. There's XPrivacy, which also does similar things. There's other applications that are App Ops Launcher, which enables you to launch the feature. But what happened is on Android 4.4.2, the feature was embedded so much deeper in that a lot of the app launchers, as far as the App Ops Launcher, don't work. And the main benefit of this Xposed module, outside of just obviously being simple to install, is where it resides as far as the interface. It puts it where it's intended to be, under your Settings tab. So you can go into, as you guys noticed in the walkthrough, I did it on my Nexus 7 first, and then I did it on my Note 3. I was able to go into my settings under the Nexus 7s, and then first thing I saw under Personal was the App Ops. was able to go in there, find the different application. It gives me the exact information that I needed to see. When was the last feature as far as the permission used? What is the permissions per application? And I'm able to turn off the permissions that I feel that are not needed. It also worked on my Note 3, which was very nice for me because that's my daily driver, and I do like something like that to work on my device very seamlessly. Again, doesn't mean if you have XPrivacy already installed and you're comfortable using that UI, please, this does not replace it. In my opinion, this is more of a simplistic integration into the operating system, and it adds it where it's intended to be. It's no longer just a launcher, it's a shortcut that's built into the app settings, and the developer is very open to, if you have a problem with it, if you install it and it's not running correctly, please let him know. From what I've seen, actually, as far as the threads itself, overall, anything running 4.3 as far as the Note 3 has been working. So if that app settings have been ported over to your device, let's say you're running an Android 4.2 or 4.3 on your Note 2, this will work. So just keep that in mind, and if it's not, let the developer know, and he definitely will help. Hope you guys like this. Let me know what you think, and if you have any other ideas as for other Xposed modules that you'd like to see here on the Xposed Tuesday series, please leave the comments in the leave comments for me. I try to answer all the comments that are posted on my videos, and I definitely do read them. Like and subscribe to this channel, like and subscribe to my channel as usual, and I just posted yesterday a video as far as the rules for, I'm giving away a lapel Bluetooth speaker on my channel, so please head over there and check it out for your chance to win a free Bluetooth speaker that just performs amazingly. I'll see you guys Thursday.